What's up guys, it's me Mad Samurai 84 here for the second video of August's PS Plus plays. The first video we had Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville. Really enjoyed that game. Please check it out and also like and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, really enjoyed that game. But our second game, I'm not sure if I'm going to have too much fun. It's Tennis World Tour 2. Now, I knew this game kind of came out. I knew there was a Tennis World Tour game. Wasn't really sure if there had been two games that came out, but this actually was released in September last year, so it's not even a year old, and it's already appeared on PS Plus. So I'm very skeptical of this game. I don't know what it's going to be like. The last tennis game I played was probably Top Spin 2 on the Xbox 360, which that one was okay. I preferred the original Top Spin on the OG Xbox. That was much better. But anyway, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to play this game. I'm going to say what I do like, what I don't like, give final thoughts, and then I give a thumb score whether I think it's a good game and whether I think it's a good offering. So anyway, let's see what Tennis World Tour 2 is like. I think it's got some licensed players in it. I know Federer's in it because he's on the cover, but any other tennis players I'm not too sure. I won't know until I find out, so let's just jump in. Okay, so here we are at the main menu. We've got the career tournament online. We'll quickly pop into the career just to have a little look. Oh my god, what is with this head? Oh my, that's just horrendous. Bob Johnson, yeah, okay. Challenges. We'll just do that, I think. Yeah, really, that was some ugly guy character. Like, seriously, what's with the forehead? It doesn't make sense. Like, is it not going to give me a breakdown of how to play this game? Maybe I should do training. Well, that probably makes more sense. Like, you know what? It kind of looks alright when you see it like this. Successfully hit the target. Too late. What do you mean? Oh, do you have to hit it? Oh, wow. Okay, that's a bit annoying. I'm not gonna lie. How are you supposed to know how you're gonna hit the ball? That's like that's. I can understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to really make it kind of real life, but you know what? No, not on console. Like, you have to hit it with such precision. No, I've got to see if that can be changed. I'm not playing like this. Like, you have to hit it dead on. That it just doesn't make sense. That's stupid. Where is the options. Do I have to back out to go to options? First bounce indicator. Alright, that's what it is. Oh, you've got remote play. Alright, this is going to be interesting. I guess I just jump in and do an exhibition with my made up character who's the most ugliest character in the world. Well, there's no point simulating it, I've got to play it. I just hope this is more enjoyable playing the match than it was in the training. Like, I hope it's not, you don't have to be as precise. Oh, see, too late. Yeah. Topspin tennis is much better than this, and virtual tennis, I prefer the whole, like, topspin, you know, it got a little bit too serious, like, as they went on. Like, the original one, it was slightly arcadish, but not too arcadish. It still had a bit of realism to it, but it was really fun to play. And virtual tennis was always a pretty, like, half decent game to play, and I've just got smashed. It's like, this is so enjoyable. I am not liking this gameplay mechanic they've put in. You have to hit the ball pretty dead on. Yeah, your time. It's all about. I know tennis is all about timing, but come on, it just gets so messy like that. I just got bloody mullered. Well, I'm definitely not going to like playing the career mode, but you know, there's a bit in there. You play, you've got exhibitions. You're probably going to tournaments, training. So it's just a series of challenges. Meet agent. All right, got myself an agent. Meet coach. Let's do that. Fatigue, rest. Okay. Hit 5 targets with any shot type. More than 15 shots will fail the challenge. Okay, so you got entry fees, first prize fees. Alright, I don't have any cash anyway to enter, so I should just jump into matches and just get demolished. Like, it's definitely not a pretty looking game. Really, there are much nicer looking games out there, especially on the sports spectrum. Yeah, I am not loving this control system they've kind of put in. Now, well, I'm a bit lucky there. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. Like, you have to hit it perfect. And to me, that's just open the door for super messy play, especially when you're trying to like do a rally with the opponent. Just like, oh no, come on. Yeah, and it feels really quite slow, and maybe is that because, you know, my character, because it's a new character, and I probably have to upgrade him and all that stuff, so he's a bit faster. See, I'm getting lucky here by him cocking up. Getting ultra lucky. Yeah, I'm not liking this control style. It's sucky on a big scale. Like, I don't know what they were trying to do. They try kind of. There's not really a really tennis game. There hasn't been any for a while. Like, there was Top Spin for a little bit. They kind of Sega did virtual tennis again for a little bit on the PS3, but there hasn't really been anything really on the tennis spectrum for quite a while, really. So these people have tried to come along and make a kind of tennis game, and it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good playing this game at all. Yeah, I'm kind of done with this career mode. I want to check out the exhibition, see what kind of actual tennis players they have. Alright, let's have a little looky. So, Nadal and Federer look alright. Yeah, they've got quite a few actual players here. No Djokovic. His probably name, his likeness was probably wrapped up in something else. Andy Murray, like why is he locked in? Like, is this like okay? It's part of DLC. And there's no Serena at all. So how many women tennis players have they got? They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'll only count the stuff that's already locked, and then the rest are dudes. But yeah, well, I've got to be Federer. I'm a Federer fan, to be honest. And then we'll just go with the random. Oh no, we'll just go random. Yeah, I'll take you on, Sunshine. So how many courses we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, about 20 different courts or so, what I can see from the map, without having to go through them all. But we should just do the most important course, which I'm just going to say this is probably supposed to be Wimbledon. So we will just do that. Oh, you can change it. Oh, that's quite interesting. You can change it all, and each one has different effects. And that's quite nice. They've put a little bit of thought into that. Temperature hot. Oh, and even the temperature makes a difference. That's interesting. But time of day doesn't. Thank God. Like, the stadiums look alright. The crowds kind of look alright, for a sports game. But overall, the presentation isn't great. Like, some of the pros, like Federer looks pretty good, looks alright, but you know what? They could have made it look so much nicer, I feel like. Is it me who just thinks that? Oh, I managed to get perfect, but you know why? It's probably because I'm using Federer. Well, I'm using a pro, so it's probably much easier. But I'm not a fan of that mechanic, really. It just kind of makes things a little bit messy, like of having to try to get that perfect hit. Well, saying that, it's easy when you're using a pro. It's just a bit crap when you're not a pro. You know, you see he's rocking his Uniqlo gear. Right, can I get an ace? Yeah, it's just, you know, now you're playing with an actual proper decent player, that whole gameplay mechanic just becomes a bit kind of, you don't think of it really, because it's not really making a difference really, that at all. So it becomes a little bit more enjoyable when doing this. So definitely, I don't find the career enjoyable because you have to play with an ugly character, and it's just not that fun to play with that kind of gameplay mechanic they've put in. A little bit more draw. I am playing on easy, so is that making a difference? No, probably not. When it comes to hitting the timer right, just makes me I can win a bit easier. You know, the lighting looks alright. You know, the shadows look pretty good. It just feels a bit, I don't know. I prefer the arcade style tennis game. You know, after years of playing like virtual tennis games, you know what? It's just a little bit more fun. This just feels a bit kind of bland and dull, to be honest. Oh wow, God. Yeah, it just feels dull playing it. Doesn't feel. Oh God, the replays look shocking. Like the character animations just look really jittery, all over the place. Like, can I change the general? Alright, I'm gonna up the difficulty just to normal to see what it's like, how much it changes. Ooh, that sucked. Fault. But I do want to check out online to see if many people are actually playing this online. Oh jeez, as soon as you up the difficulty, I become crap again. Not gonna lie. There we go, boom, take that. Yeah. You know, like, yeah, or even actually when you look at Federer, he does look a bit off. Like, he looks like he's been, like, hit in the face a couple of times. But yeah, I'm definitely not going to be playing the whole way through this game. Oh, I just feel so boring playing it. It's so unfun. Let's get out of this. So we've got tennis school. Alright, movement. Challenges. See, you know what the nice thing was with like virtual tennis games? Like, you know, they have it and they try to keep it, you know, fun, had a world career. But then they had like a load of mini games. And that's quite fun, to be honest. I personally feel like, you know, if you want to do this, but then add a little bit of fun into it and put a load of mini games. But you know, you've got a few modes. You've got exhibition, you know, singles and doubles. And you got career. You got a kind of a tournament mode where you can set up, you know, probably play with friends because you know you'll be able to play 2-player on this. Well, I wish you'd be able to play 4-player. And then you got online mode. So let's check out online, see if anyone's actually crazy enough to be playing this game. Online league, quick match. Sorry, we want quick match. Let's see how long it takes to get into a match. Alright, took under 30 seconds to get into a match, so not too bad. I'm going to go straight in. I'm going to go Rafa Nadal. Really? I'm not going to be messing around. really, because I know I'm going to get. Oh, okay. Let's just jump in. Yeah, it's just like I do like playing a tennis game, but just it needs to be fun, really. Like for me personally, to feel like really engaged, who wants to really play it. You know, I used to play a lot of like tennis games on the PS1. Didn't really have any tennis games on the PS2 that I can really think of, and then you know I had Topspin on the OG Xbox, which was excellent. That is what I used to play a lot with when I used to take my Xbox around my friend's house. We used to play a lot of Topspin because it was a lot of fun, and then a bit of like a bit of virtual tennis on the Dreamcast, and then when they came out on the PS3, played a little bit of that, and that was fun. And then I haven't played a tennis game probably since virtual tennis. See, even this dude is like really struggling with it, with the controls, I'm assuming. Yeah, it's definitely not pretty. It seems like his skin isn't real. Like getting aces and all that jazz. Yeah, I can see why. I can understand why we've been given this, because you know no one's playing it. Oh wow! All right, this dude, he's exited. All right, well, you know what? I'm not going to waste my time much more on this game. You know, let's have a little check on the tennis school, the basics, advanced. We're going to do a little bit of challenges. So let's just go ahead with our final thoughts for this game. Now, I don't like graphically, you know, it kind of looks okay-ish, but it doesn't look okay. You know, the main character models for the pros, they look okay, but the creator character models look ugly as hell. I don't get it why you can make them look so ugly. They look horrendous. But yeah, it's nothing too great, really. Graphically, it's just alright, but that's it. Gameplay, it's not really that fun. Gameplay, and like, I don't know, I'm just not feeling this game, because if it was more of an arcadey, but that's what they should have done. They should have probably made it. You can have it probably kind of like be like a simulation type game. Try to have it like quite real, but add probably some fun-ish kind of like arcade elements, so it kind of, you know, makes people want to play it. And they clearly didn't do that one. They've tried to have it be a certain way, and by them doing that, it kind of makes it a bit bland and boring. Really, you know, the presentation of the game is okay. You know, they've got a healthy amount of actual pro players to choose from. To be honest, which is not too bad. You've got quite a few actual pros to play, and then there's more to unlock via paid DLC walls. So yeah, it's not too shabby. You know, and you know what, they've got a lot of they've got quite a few like pros people I know, but there's a ton of people I do not have a clue who they are. You know, I know some of them, but a lot of them, you know, their names fly over my head. Really do. But you know, it's nice that they managed to get quite a few pros in there, because you really need that that's the really selling point of the game. But you know what, it's probably because that's why they try to keep it so like realistic, let's say, because they put all these pros. But it would have been funner if they made it a bit more kind of arcadey, a little bit more fun and enjoyable to play. Really, well, you know, trying to keep it serious. You know, they should have, like, in the career mode, they should have added fun mini games to do to build up your character's abilities and all that stuff. But no, they didn't do that. They've just gone it very blandly and boring, and it does feel very boring to play. You know, I did manage to get in online to play someone under 30 seconds. That's not too bad, but how long will that be for? I don't think long. I think people will just be giving it a go because, you know, it came with PS Plus this month. I think if in the next month or two, you'll probably see less people probably playing it really easily. It's not an inviting game. You know, pretty ugly. You know, the characters do look alright, the pros do, but your custom characters, oh god, they looked ugly as hell. And I don't think I would like to spend much more time playing it, just because it just feels like there's no real fun to be had, really. And I don't like the controls, really. It feels quite slow, and like, you know, you have to really kind of hit it on the right spot to return it, and just a big no for me, really. I like the more arcadey feel. It's just like I pressed the button, but I've obviously pressed it too late. But if that was virtual tennis, I probably would have hit it back. You know, it might have gone over the net, like, poorly, or it might have hit the net, but at least it would have returned. So yeah, I'm not really loving this game whatsoever. So when you look at its Metacritic score, it's got a 56 on Metacritic. So a lot of the critics didn't really like it. They thought it was bang on that, like 5, 6 out of 10. And for me, yeah, I can probably see why they give that. But you know what? Just because I find it so a bit bland and boring, I would probably give it far less. But it's got a much higher user score than I was actually expecting. It's got a user score of 7. I definitely would not give this a 7 out of 10. But you know, there's a lot of people who seem to have enjoyed it. Whether those user scores are actual or real is another thing. And yeah, it's just, I would rather Sega just bring out a new virtual tennis. Really, bring out a new virtual tennis, and that'll be a lot more enjoyable than this game by far. So if I was to give a game score for this game, I think I would probably give it a quarter of a thumb up. It's not really that great. It is playable if you like tennis. It's probably okay-ish, but not great. A lot of problems, really. You know, not a pretty game to look at, but you know, it kind of gets the job done in a way. But I'm not really liking the kind of the gameplay mechanics of the return of, like, really you have to hit it dead on to get that perfect hit. Really, they're trying to make it be a bit too much than it probably should be. So yeah, a game score is definitely going to be a quarter of a thumb up. Offering score, be honest, I'm probably going to give a thumb down for offering school. I don't think it's really a good offering. There would have been so many more better games for them to give us than a not very good tennis game, which this is not a very good tennis game. So this is definitely a thumbs down for me for this month for Tennis World Tour 2. You know, it is always suspicious when you get a game which isn't even a year old, and you kind of think, oh, is this a good thing or is this like a bad thing? Are they just chucking at us to fill a hole? And it does feel like this has just been used to fill a hole, and it's just made the hole horrible and dirty, and I don't want to live in that hole if it involves Tennis World Tour 2. So yeah, alright, well that is that video done for our second game. We've got one more to go, which is a PS4 PS5 game, but I will be playing that on the PS4 because I don't have a PS5. So it's one of the rare times where I can actually play the ones that are for a PS5 as well. I haven't been able to really do that properly because we've just been getting like PS4 versions of a game if it is on PS4, PS5. We'll just be getting the PS5 version, but now we've got a PS4 and PS5 version of the next game. So anyway, let's end this video here. If you could like and subscribe to the channel, that would be excelente. Until the next video, take care, look after yourselves. Don't bother play this game, it's a waste of time. Unless you're already a big fan of tennis, then hey, give it a go. Otherwise, don't bother. Play the other game we got for the month, which was Plants vs Zombies. That is more enjoyable than this, and it looks about 1,000,000 times better. So anyway, let's end it here. So look after yourself, guys, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.